For those who fancy President Bush as something akin to Batman, as in the movie, and for all of us, including Lynn Cheney, who can't help but see Vice President Dick Cheney as Darth Vader, it will be a Labor Day to remember. And finally, it is settled. In our number one story in the countdown, the Vice President will indeed be speaking at the Republican National Convention on the same night as the President. There's a sudden power outage in St. Paul that evening. Total coincidence. Has nothing to do with John McCain. The simple announcement came from the White House today. The McCain campaign confirming it with no fanfare. Vice President Cheney received the invitation this morning. This despite a recent report in a conservative magazine that the McCain camp had not reached out to Cheney and that the Vice President had not lobbied for a speaking role. Thus, Cheney will take the stage on the same night as President Bush with some ardent fans no doubt rapt, but with many Americans wondering what more is there to say. Let's turn now to comedian Christian Finnegan, also a regular contributor to VH1's Best Week Ever. Christian, good evening.
Hey, Keith. I'm glad we're not in the same studio right now because I am staving off a vicious case of Olympic fever.
Yeah, it's all around you there. Use some of that, that disinfectant on the hands and stuff out of the Purell. Any helpful hints here to get that Vice President Cheney out there onto that stage, what he should say in his big night?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that maybe he'll finally explain why we've been paying Halliburton so much money over the past 6 years. You know, maybe something like, and now witness the power of this fully operational Death Star. And then the press corps will just writhe in agony.
The Vice President, as you may have heard, has fancied himself at times as a bit of a jokester.
That is true.
My favorite was from the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Here it is.
Mo used to host a TV show called Things I Hate About You. I'm sure I've seen that program. Only I believe it's now called Countdown with Keith Olbermann.
Shecky Cheney, everybody. Shecky Cheney tonight. Should he go down the humorous path?
God, I really hope not. I mean, as a comedian, you see so many has-beens try to get into stand-up to try to milk their 15 minutes. It's already bad enough I have to deal with Steve-O and Screech. I don't want to get bumped from the Late Show because the VP wants to work on his "My wife is like living at Gitmo" material.
Living at Gitmo. You got it all out at the one side of the mouth. Is there an expectation that he's going to smile, perhaps?
Well, yeah, like you said, the left side will smile. Yeah. The right side will remain completely motionless as a constant, unyielding reminder that all fun and frivolity aside, the VP may in fact try to eat your face.
We now have Bush and Cheney speaking on the same night, that Monday night of the Republican convention in St. Paul. Do you have any idea where Senator McCain will be during all of this?
I figure it'll be in a small room with an assortment of clergymen, voodoo priestesses, maybe a representative of Ra, the sun god, just sort of chanting over and over, "Please don't make this worse. Please don't make this worse." In all fairness, I figure Obama in the same scenario when Bill Clinton makes his speech.
Perhaps, though, he could come on after the president and vice president speak and just go, well, now that that's over with. The last time, though, that McCain and Bush got anywhere close to each other in public, it was in May. There was a brief appearance and an embrace on the tarmac at the airport in Phoenix at Sky Harbor. Should Senator McCain go out there and be seen with Bush and Cheney?
Good God, no. It'll look like a scene from the movie Cocoon with, of course, the president playing the Steve Guttenberg role, of course. It's also a matter of just Jurassic history. I mean, you don't want them in the same room just in case the next giant meteor hits.
And when Wilford Brimley, who's the Wilford Brimley role in that one, out of that group?
I don't know, maybe... I don't know. Wolfowitz?
Okay, or Condi Rice? I don't know. Yeah. The president's speech that night, too, are we expecting what? Rationalizations about what he's done to or for us?
Well, any speech that doesn't include the phrase, "see ya suckers," is going to feel incomplete. But I expect that the president will present a version of the last 8 years that will be as historically accurate as El Chupacabra's Wikipedia page. And then he will ceremoniously pass the torch to John McCain, who will swat at it in fear and stagger back to Master's laboratory.
If this right-wing meme is correct, and in the Dark Knight movie, it's really complimenting Bush and he's Batman, and Vice President Cheney is, as has been described even by people who like him, Darth Vader. Who is the superhero, supervillain equivalent for John McCain?
Well, I mean, say what you want about Bush and Cheney, but Vader and Batman are legitimate film icons. I mean, that's setting the bar really high. McCain seems more like sort of a franchise character Hollywood tried to force on us, but we never really bought. I don't know, like Howard the Duck, maybe?
Howard the Duck. And you realize there's like 17 people howling in laughter, 17 more heading to the IMDb to try to figure that out, and the rest of the people are going, Howard the Duck. It's worth looking it up on the IMDb.
Thank you, America.
Comedian Christian Finnegan, contributor to VH1's Best Week Ever, and our regular resident Howard the Duck expert. Thank you, sir. Let's count down for this, the 1,927th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.